Facebook?
Yeah. I don't know if I can tag you in it.
Okay.
But I know you can share it on your page. But we are live.
Share it on the page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody, you're now tuned into the true definition of a sports fanatic. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley. And today, hey, this is the fan show, man. Every day, people just like me who love sports come on with me and talk with me. Hey, introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey, man, I'm Kurtson, where I am a diehard Raven. Listen, we don't have fans. The Baltimore Ravens don't have fans. We have Ravens. You either a Raven or you ain't. Ain't no fans. Like, I'm a fan. No, I'm not a fan. Fans leave you when you go 1-13. Fans leave you when you go 0-12. Like, they get close. We here till the wheels fall off, and like what they say, like we down like 4 flat tires on the road with no gas. That's how we is. We to the death. We gonna ride them. So
that's it, man. So it's the same. It's the same as your most heated rivals fan base. Steelers fans are everywhere. Like they're everywhere. Ravens fans are everywhere.
They got fans because Steelers disappear when they're not performing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even say Steelers. For all intents and purposes, the Squealers, they don't when they're not performing, they don't watch, and you don't see them as enthusiastic. You know what I mean? You know they get ghosts. I ain't finna. Man. Let's have happy thoughts.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, I can tag you in this.
So okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
Let's have happy thoughts because at the end of the day, my wife has to live with a monster right now because for years, we've been
there we go
underachieving.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
on offense, the Ravens have. Yeah. For years we've been underachieving on offense, and now that we've been carried by defense, and then the first Super Bowl we ever won in 2000 was a defensive championship. I mean, the defense carried us all the way through that one. The second one we won in 2012 was purely offense. Like Aquan Bolden, Jacoby Jones, Ray Rice, all of that was pure Dennis Pitta. All of that was offense. That was a juggernaut. And Flacco cashed in on a big check because of that run. That playoff run that he had, he really cashed in on a big check. I didn't think he was worth that kind of money, even when he got it. Yeah, I didn't think he was worth it. But I don't think a lot of these bums are worth that kind of money, though. It's not just him. There's a whole litany of quarterbacks out there that are in that $100 million range that shouldn't be. And that's why I get upset about the politics of the game when you have less talented Caucasian quarterbacks getting $100 million deals falling out like pancakes, and then guys who have to earn it, you balk at giving them money. Like you know, the Texans balked at giving Deshaun Watson that kind of money, and I still think he got robbed. I mean, he got some upfront money, but he still got robbed.
And, no doubt that he's getting robbed.
And what's my guy name? Dak still ain't got no money.
Right. Shoot, did you see
he ain't done no worse than Tony Romo, and you didn't hesitate to give Tony Romo all that money.
Right. Did you see what Shannon Sharp said?
Huh?
Did you see what Shannon Sharp had said about Deshaun's contract? When it was first announced, he was one of the first ones to question it. And saying that, he said it's not as a good deal as it looks. He said it's 4 years, 160, but it's just an extension. That's including the 2 years that was already on there. So
you paying him for work that's already done, and you're not paying him for the trajectory that you're going to take him. Plus, so I heard a commentator say this on TV yesterday, and Derek Whitaker is one of my close friends from Baltimore. So we both live in Jacksonville now. So listen, when you look at Lamar Jackson, when you look at Baker Mayfield, when you look at Patrick Mahomes, the teams that are behind them, they've invested in their success, right? So if Deshaun Watson is your face of your franchise, why would you trade away his number one asset?
And you traded him away for some hot chips, a Gatorade, and a honey bun.
No, Powerade. It wasn't no Gatorade. It was Powerade.
Powerade, dude. I saw that.
Oh, it was a no-name brand.
I see you, Harrison. Oh yeah, we here. I see you. He a Steeler fan, Kurt. That's the Steeler fan from last week. He be talking that trash, man.
Listen. Them boys ran into 2 cupcakes.
Hey, I told him that
2 cupcakes. And
got beat by,
man.
Yeah, you almost got beat by Jeff Driscoll.
Listen, they front runners, man. Where you see the comments at? I want to make sure. I want to see what he's saying. Let me go.
They on the side. When they post them, I'm gonna post them so you can see it on the screen.
I got it right here. I'm looking at them. Hey, listen here, man. They listen. The Steelers are notorious front runners, man. As long as they out in front, they gonna scream to the hell. But boy, when they run into that buzzsaw called the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Listen,
I told him that. That's your measuring stick this year.
Do you know my 2 favorite games in the NFL?
The Steelers Ravens.
No, do you know my 2 favorite games in the NFL?
Oh, 2 favorite games.
My 2 favorite games.
What's your 2 favorite games?
When the Ravens win and the Steelers lose. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Of course.
When they lose, I cry tears of joy. People say you should root for them. They in your division. I don't wish nothing but bad luck on them. Do you hear me? The only thing I ever liked, it's only 2 Steelers that I've ever liked in my whole entire life. 2. I like Mike Tomlin as a head coach because I can't
like Mike Tomlin. Yeah.
And I like the one Raven that we cut that we shouldn't have cut. Debo.
Oh, okay.
Debo was a Raven.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Yeah, people forget that. Debo was a Raven, but at the time, we had to make decisions.
Yeah.
Debo didn't make the cut.
Yeah. For me, it's I told Harrison, I said it's I like James Conner because I watched him at Pitt. I loved him at Pitt, and I watched this story, and I loved him being able to, fight off cancer and live his NFL dream. So I like James Conner, and of course, my man that's roaming that defensive secondary from who, Roll Tide, Mr. Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So we had a conversation about Minkah last night, right?
Oh, what was the conversation about Minkah?
So my cousin believes that Jamal Adams, he had the audacity to put Jamal Adams' name in the conversation with Ed Reed and Palomalu and people like that. And I said it's too early for all that. And I told him that I personally thought that Minkah was a better safety than Jamal Adams.
I think their games are different because Minkah is a ball hawk. He's going to create the turnovers. Yeah, he's going to create the turnovers. He's the closest thing to Ed Reed. Jamal is closer to Palomalu. Their games are different, but they both impact the game the same.
Well, I wouldn't say that because Jamal, because see, what people didn't respect about Palomalu was that.
Well, Palomalu had amazing ball skills as well. He wasn't just a safety.
He was a thumper. Yeah. Like he was
a thumper.
And he would go get it, and he would hawk you. He had I think people underestimate Palomalu's football IQ. Like we know Ed Reed's football IQ because we watched the study tapes and we watched them study, and we watch how him and Ray Lewis used to get in the study room. Like we see that. But I think people seriously disrespect the fact that Palomalu's football IQ for down and distance and tendencies was probably, and I'm saying this with a straight face, Troy Palomalu was probably second only to Ed Reed. And I mean, I'm saying this with all sincerity, and I'm talking about a Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, I don't like that, but I'm just saying with all sincerity, I remember one of my most dreaded plays by Troy Polamalu, 2008 divisional round, Ravens versus the Steelers. Both teams made it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We meet again for a third time in the playoffs. We're about to go 3rd and 1. We're about to try to crash over, or it's 4th and 1. We're getting ready to try to crash over. All we need is 1 yard to extend this, to keep possession and protect this little lead we got.
I know the play you talking about.
Troy Polamalu. Most people thought it was going to be a dive to Ray Rice or off screen to who was the receiver at that time. It was Mason. Do you think that's what happened?
Nope.
Troy Polamalu cleared the whole defensive line.
Yes, he did.
And grabbed Flacco.
Grabbed him and pulled him back.
Man, he grabbed him by the gooch.
Yeah.
He grabbed him by the gooch. And I was like, that's got to be illegal. I was sitting here trying to figure out, I'm checking the rule book. It's got to be illegal. You can't use another player. Now, you know when it's a kickoff or if it's a kick, you can't use another player to elevate yourself to get over or whatever. Ain't no such rule at the line of scrimmage in between the tackles. And he did that thing, and he put Flacco dead on his butt. And I couldn't even, as much as I love the Baltimore Ravens, I couldn't even be mad at that play because that was a play for football because that was a hell of a play. And
so I will hold off on Jamal Adams and Minka and any safety today, putting them in the Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu light. Like I wouldn't put them even in Sean Taylor's light right now. And Sean, that's my guy. That is my guy.
So here's an argument. Here's an argument. Brevity of a career. We know that he was taken away from.
Yes.
He was taken away from us.
Yeah.
But some people talk about, would he have continued to be that great for that long? And that would have been the argument. So sometimes people don't say, well, you was good in this window, and over the course of time, you probably would have faded. Like, for instance, I'll give you case in point. Sean Merriman.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I lost him. Hold up, let's get him back. Let's get him back. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Ah, there he goes. Okay, now you back. I got you.
Are we on? Okay.
Sean Merriman.
Yes. So that wasn't technical difficulties, people. That was human error.
Oh, human error. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to. The screen got big on me. One of the settings I hit. One of the screen got big on me. But what I was saying with Sean Merriman for a 3-year period was on a trajectory to outdo Ray Lewis. Like he was lights out. Like I used to love. I mean, he was from the University of Maryland. When he was with the Chargers, I used to love to see him crack a back. Like when he cracked somebody, it was, and then watch him get that switch on his arm. And I mean, he was electrifying, and he brought the business. But for how long? And this is me talking about a university, a therapy. He only brought it for 3 years, bro.
Yeah, I give you another one like that. Alden Smith. Alden for a 3-4 year stretch.
Being written though.
It is. It is still being written.
Now I'm gonna tell you what we will say about his career. He spent his good years in suspension.
Yes, yes, he did.
Look at Gordon. Look at Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
I remember
years in suspension.
Man, I remember when he was in the conversation with Megatron and Julio. He was in that conversation.
Yeah.
At one point in his career. And he was playing with the lowly
Browns.
Browns.
First wide receiver in NFL history to have back-to-back 200-yard games. And I know this because his second 200-yard game came against the Jaguars, 295 yards. We could not cover.
Here, I got you one better. Who was his quarterback?
Dang, who was his quarterback then?
Exactly. That's my whole point.
It's between like Whedon, McCoy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
man,
you can take there's a whole string can full of supposedly quarterbacks that
Oh yeah.
He didn't have the quality of quarterback, and he was still putting up those type of numbers without a quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say, like, there's a lot that goes into when you say somebody trash or if you say somebody good. Like, I think Carson Wentz is underperforming for what they spent for him. They got rid of the wrong quarterback. Nick Foles looks like trash everywhere else except for Philly. That system in Philly was built for him. And instead of them saying, we're going to move on from Carson Wentz and just keep this rocket rolling.
And I understand it. I do. I understand it. It's easy. It's an easy decision to make because Carson is young and you've invested so much in him right now. And it's hard to cut the cord because of potential.
Let me ask you a question. If you pull syrup on doo-doo, do it make it pancake?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, so this is what I think about Carson Wentz. We've seen him. He get naked at the wrong times. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of another Philadelphia quarterback, Kevin Kolb.
Kevin Kolb. I remember Kevin Kolb. Yeah.
You know why I remember Kevin Kolb? Because in Baltimore, Kevin Kolb replaced Donovan McNabb because they thought it would be better to bench Donovan McNabb and put Kevin Kolb out there against the treacherous Ed Reed. And Ed Reed took his goal line pass.
Took it to the house.
To the house for NFL record.
High stepped over stiffed on the lineman, high stepped over Westbrook and outran LJ Smith to the end zone.
And back into the end zone.
Yeah, he did.
And back into the end zone. So I like, to me, Kevin Kolb will always be the guy who y'all tried to parade out there instead of Donovan McNabb. Like, so I just think it's a bunch of them. He's not by himself. I think Josh Allen is the real deal.
You think so?
Yeah, we gotta give him his roses right now. I gave him his roses last year, and people said it was too early. But I think Josh Allen is the real deal. I'm not
not where I was last year, but this year I'm slowly coming around because he's these first two games, man, he's played very, very well, and I can't ignore it. Now it is Miami.
What about all last year with one receiver? All he had last year was John Brown.
Yeah.
And John Brown is the equivalent of a go receiver. He's not a possession guy. He was just a go receiver. That was his main guy, and he had that tight end. Yeah,
he had his they were a really good team last year.
He was running back.
He was still, and I don't put it really on him. They were still handcuffing him. They really slow played him and brung him along very slowly. Now they're starting to unleash the beast. And so now I see it, man. He still got some overthrows that I be looking at. I'm like, ooh, gotta take a little bit off that howitzer that he calls an arm, because that is an absolute cannon.
Well, check this out though.
But it's less and less of them as the time goes on.
We forget that he's in his second year though. Third year.
Yeah. We
forget that he's in year number 3, just like Lamar. Like all of them came out together.
Yeah.
But let's just talk. He's better than Daniel Jones in New York.
He is. Yes, he is. He's better than Darnold.
Carson Wentz to me. He makes better decisions. And he got that.
He got that grit, man. He has that dog in him, man. He got some dog in him too. He got some dog in him.
I don't want to say that, but I'm saying he got that, like he got that swagger. He got a swagger about him.
He ran over like 3 people Sunday in one run.
So what I do after I watch Ravens game, well, the Ravens came on at 4:00. But what I do after I watch Ravens games is I go watch the highlights or the on my Sunday ticket, we watched the rewind, and you see plays for what they're worth. Like Atlanta was. Let's just let's do this.
Yeah, pull that up.
I'm pulling them up right now. We're just gonna do this. Bengals versus the Browns happened Thursday night. Talk to me about the Bengals and the Browns.
Bengals and the Browns. Joe Burrow looks like he could be the real deal. And it's just 2 games, so I'm not crowning anything. I like what I've seen from him. Baker heard the noise, and he played much better. Because after week 1, there was conversations that Gardner Minshew is what Baker is supposed to be. Do you think that?
Jaguar fans, Jaguar Nation, listen to me very clearly. That is, Gardner Minshew is better than Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
What up?
Let's go.
What's up?
What's up, Skull?
Hey, listen. Gardner Minshew is better than Baker Mayfield. It's a better quarterback. He gets less rattled.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to chill. Hey, when you got a team this good, man, it's easy to relax. Now, my tense, I don't get as tense as I used to get. But I do not. So I get what you were saying, right? About Baker Mayfield hearing the noise.
Yeah, he's hearing the noise.
Let me go out on the record and tell you that I think Baker Mayfield is trash. Let's just clear that first. That's going to be my first thing. He got his bye because he got Hugh fired.
Yeah.
That's his first. He got Hugh fired.
Yeah, he did.
Now, that buys you some time, but you done had 2 coordinators now, and they making all the excuses in the world for you. They're going to buy some more excuses, but let me tell you what they've done. They put supreme talent around. The Browns have arguably 2 of the better receivers in the league. They have They have a top 10 receiver in OBJ, and they have a top 20 receiver in Landry.
Yep.
Now let's go to the best
Nick Chubb
backfield in football,
and Kareem Hunt.
People forget who Kareem Hunt was before he kicked that girl in the head on national TV that got him kicked off of the Kansas City Chiefs. And let's just be clear, had the Chiefs not got rid of Kareem Hunt, we might be talking about the Chiefs being a 2-time Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because clear and far and away, Kareem made the Chiefs world beaters. Like they couldn't stop that. Like
couldn't stop him.
Catch out the backfield, quick scat, and then you follow up with Chubb. Like those both are the real deal. So to me, I don't think that Baker Mayfield has impressed me. I haven't seen him put it on his shoulders yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just like I had a sergeant, Sergeant Cornish at the job we used to work with.
I love Cornish.
Yeah, Cornish. Me and Cornish, listen, I used to rag Cornish every day about Johnny Dollars. You know what I'm talking about?
Manziel?
Yes, sir. Johnny Dollars.
He used to love Manziel?
Oh, man.
Oh, I wish I had known that because he was at my campus.
Johnny Manziel, like Johnny Manziel was the truth.
Before he retired, I worked with him for about a little less than a year. You know, we had his little retirement thing at the at Top Golf. But yeah, I didn't know because he's a Raider through and through. He's a Raider, silver and black.
He that.
But I didn't know he was on that Johnny Manziel. Man, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, he bought me a lot of lunches behind Johnny Manziel. Oh yeah, Cornish tell you, Cornish bought me a lot of lunches behind Johnny Manziel.
Mayfield said he wasn't standing in the locker room anymore during the national anthem. I did see that, Ness, and you know what that is? Them people got in his ear. You know they got in his ear. They said, hey, you alienating fans. You can't do this. Hey, just go ahead, stand on the sideline like a good old boy.
Well, he gonna play that role because, like I said, he gonna alienate himself from his players, and that's what's really gonna kill him. That's gonna doom him. But I'm just gonna say this: if Deshaun Watson had those same weapons,
oh
Put Deshaun Watson with
in the Super Bowl,
with OBJ and Javaris Landry and them two running backs.
MVP, Super Bowl runs, like it. Man, you put Deshaun with the Chiefs right now. They do. I think they do the same thing because I think Deshaun is that talented. I think he's that talented.
He told me yesterday he made a throw on he made a throw on 3rd and 18 or 3rd and a long. He made a throw on 3rd and long that was like, what? Against my squad. And I was I'm telling you,
I see him twice a year, Kurt. I when people not drinking the Kool-Aid on Deshaun Watson, I look at him crazy. I say, man, I haven't seen him. I watched him. I not only watched him twice against the Jaguars, I watched him twice against Alabama. My guys. So I already know what Deshaun Watson is.
Yeah. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
So now the Giants and the Bears.
Giants and the Bears. It's going to be a long, slow development for Daniel Jones. Even though his rookie year was better than I thought. When I seen he threw 26 touchdowns to I think it was less. It might have been 10 interceptions somewhere up in there. But his fumbles
against Saquon, though, you got the you throw the touchdown. If they loaded the box against Saquon,
they loaded the box up. But he has a fumbling issue. I don't know. I didn't see any of their games.
Who had a fumbling issue?
Daniel Jones. He fumbled a lot last year.
Oh, okay.
I think he lost like 9 fumbles. Yeah, him. And then Mitchell Trubisky is he's gonna flash. He's going to flash from time to time.
You know the sad part about it? He's pulling a Flacco on the Chicago Bears fan base. He's pulling a Joe Flacco.
He's pulling the Bortles.
I got talent, and I'm going to show flashes of it, and you're going to pay me off the potential. But I'm never going to produce for you. Like, not when it counts. And I think that's what he's doing. That's what Joe Flacco did to us. And I think that's what he's doing to them.
Yeah. Look at Bortles. Bortles is doing pretty much the same. He's doing the same thing Bortles did. Let's see what he say. Watson would be MVP of the league. Oh, if you put him with the Browns? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Don't be disrespectful like that, Ernesto. Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful like that.
Man, I get upset watching Lamar Jackson play football because I already told you. Taven Bryan should not be a Jaguar. Lamar Jackson should be a Jaguar. There's no I don't understand, man. You should have taken Lamar Jackson.
You should have taken the year before. I mean, what you want to do? You should have took either one. Instead of taking Leonard Fournette, should have took Patrick or Deshaun. Should have taken Patty Mahomes.
And Deshaun. Deshaun went 10. So
and then a lot of times it's not really about, and that's the thing about teams that don't have winning cultures. The reason why you don't have winning cultures is because you play to your fan base and you want to sell tickets. But here's the thing. You can't act like you want to play to your fan base when you go at people like Taven Bryan and Gabbert and all of these guys, but then don't play to your fan base when you didn't go get Tebow.
Well, the Tebow thing, from what I've heard, and this is from what I've heard, he was given the option, the New York or the Jaguars. The Jaguars put their bid in. He chose New York. I don't know how true that is, but I heard he chose New York.
Day. I'm not listening.
Oh, draft day. Okay.
Got him on draft day, and he would have did better. He would have did better than. Okay, listen. All I'm saying is, Tim Tebow get it right. But if you're trying to sell tickets, then that's what you do. Yeah, because you can't act like y'all making great football decisions over there. And I ain't really trying to bag on the Jags day, but I'm just saying we already know that y'all are being disserviced as a fan base because the powers that be are playing politics and not bringing in the best football players.
Right.
They're bringing in commodities. They're not bringing in team. They're not bringing in team builders. And that's why that's the difference between people who have a consistent talent evaluation. Yeah, he might not be the most polished. He might not be, but we're going to bring him in because he's going to make us better. You know,
we're going to bring him in.
The Ravens do it. The Steelers do it. sometimes off the field issues. Like I always laugh at the politics that get played.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're quick to scream off the field issues, right? But the guys that they put that label on don't have off the field issues.
Right.
Greg Hardy beat a woman up and held at gunpoint, bro, and they signed
him.
And they signed him immediately. They was in a bidding war for him in his service. T.O. ain't never put his hands on nobody but Hugh Douglas and let me shut up.
You know how it goes.
You know that's
how it goes.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
T.O. beat up Douglas in the Philadelphia room, and then told the rest of them who else wants some. And
Hugh didn't go into detail exactly what happened, but Hugh did talk about it. And he said when he said, "Who wants some more?" Hugh looked at everybody else. He said, "He talking to y'all. He ain't talking to me." That's what Hugh said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That happened. But I just think I think when you build in a fan base, I think I don't like Mayfield, and not because he's a rival, because I really don't consider them rivals, but I think that I like Joe Burrows. I like what I saw from him. The Browns, as long as that quarterback is captain in that ship.
And another safety is going to be low season. Yeah, Ness, if the Jags don't get a pass rush, we missed Jarrett Wilson Sunday. They had Wingard out there, but we missed Jarrett Wilson Sunday. But if they don't come up with a pass rush, it's going on defense, it's going to be a long year.
We ain't got to them yet. We saving them for last, I think. Falcons and Cowboys.
Falcons and Cowboys.
Cowgirls.
Fire Dan Quinn. Get him out of here. Go ahead. It's time.
They 2 years. It's time. When he dropped 31-0, when he dropped that 31-point lead in the Super Bowl, he was supposed to get a pink slip. He was supposed to get a pink slip the day he dropped 31 points in the Super Bowl. Yeah. He dropped that kind of a lead.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way they should have lost that game last night. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about either one of them no more.
Lions, I don't even want to talk about it no more either. Say Lions and the Packers. Dude, did you hear all the noise about Aaron Rodgers going into this year? They basically saying he was an old man. He's a problem. He's supposedly this problem in the locker room, and his act is wearing thin. But I can't remember who said it. They said when you have a guy like Aaron Rodgers and he's supposedly a headache, how about you take some Tylenol and shut up? Because what's your alternative? Jordan Love is like what's up?
I tell you what, I told a friend I have a draft for lunch money, right? I call it the lunch money draft. It's a draft. I paid for a draft, and we have money on the line, but we call it lunch money draft. But I drafted Aaron Rodgers this year, and somebody asked me why did I get Aaron Rodgers? Well, I got him for two reasons. Number one, they stole Lamar Jackson from me before I could pick him, and when it got to my pick, I took Aaron Rodgers and I took Devontae Adams. I believe that Aaron Rodgers is treating this as a contract year, even though on paper it's not.
Right.
They picked a quarterback in the first round, and I think Aaron Rodgers is doing an audition for the rest of the league because he's going to go somewhere else. And the first option he get to break camp, I think he's going to hold him over the barrel and make them make a decision like they did with Brett Favre with him. And I think he's going to hold them to that. Like, you remember when Brett Favre, they had to check with Brett Favre every year until finally Brett Favre just went to Minnesota. Because they was like, well, is Aaron Rodgers going to start this year? And he was like, well, we got to check with Brett first.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why he's not fighting with that ghost. I don't think he is. Ernesto, you saw what Ernesto just put?
What'd he put?
Aaron Rodgers is fighting the ghost of Brett Favre in Green Bay.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't even see it. But no, I don't think he's fighting that either. I mean, he's won just as many Super Bowls. He has the better record. He has the better touchdown interception ratio, has the better passer rating, completions.
Got a better touchdown interception ratio than Brett Favre. Brett Favre is an interception machine. That's what happened when you got a gunslinger, right? The reason why Matthew Stafford don't have as many interceptions as the rest of them is because Megatron. Megatron made his whole career. Just be real. Look at Andrew Luck, interception machine, but they picked the Jameis Winston
machine
30 for 30.
Right.
You picked Jameis Winston for going 30 for 30, but Andrew Luck is a first round pick in
number one overall. Yeah, and he was a turnover machine.
Yeah, he turnover.
And
so it's always
that's one. That's one of the things that Deshaun has to work on. I think that's the only thing Deshaun really has to work on is at time to time he'll have turnovers in bunches, but I don't see it as often as I used to.
Okay, so stop. This is my thing on Deshaun, and I'm gonna go back to this and tell somebody to listen. What is the supporting cast around Deshaun, and what is the supporting cast around these other guys?
Yeah. Oh,
Andrew Luck had T.Y. Hill in his prime. What's the other wide receiver that he had?
I know he had Reggie Wayne towards the end.
He had Reggie Wayne towards the end, but he had T.Y. Hilton and
I can't think of the other.
They had back over there.
I know. Didn't Garcon play some with them?
Yeah, Garcon.
Yeah.
You've given this man weapons.
Yeah.
What have y'all given Deshaun Watson outside of DeAndre Hopkins? Will Fuller is his number one receiver right now, and Will Fuller had no catches in the Baltimore game. Marlon Humphrey's locked down.
Yeah. He's not a
receiving. You don't get one catch.
Right. He said, I've heard he's not a people person either, meaning he doesn't relate to fans like Favre did. Yeah, they say he's kind of cold. He's kind of standoffish. But this is my thing with that. So what? Get a blanket. If Aaron Rodgers cold, get a blanket.
Jakari Johnson said no line either. You right. No line. And all I'm saying is, I think if you put Deshaun on any other team, I didn't agree with Teddy Bridgewater leaving New Orleans either.
Oh, you didn't agree with that?
No, I thought it was his turn. Drew Brees. We'll find out tonight if Drew Brees is still Drew Brees or if he's a shadow of himself, because
Deshaun has no weapons.
He don't got that safety net.
Right.
He don't got Michael Thomas there.
Right.
We said we saved the Jaguars and the Titans for last, so let's go to Vikings and Colts.
Vikings and Colts. I don't think you get a worse stat line than Kirk Cousins Sunday. 0-3, 0 touchdowns.
What's his catch?
3 interceptions.
How you like
that?
Like that?
You like that? You like that?
Dude,
you like that?
First
Vikings
off,
fans.
So
now, hey, I will say this real quick, Kurt, before you go into it. Can I get Yannick back? I want Yannick Ngakoue back. Yannick had a cross, his pat move, that cross chop came around the edge, ball out of Phillip Rivers' hands. We need that here. We need pass rush Jacksonville.
Okay. First off, if ever there was a poster child for white privilege, it'd be Kirk Cousins. I don't know who he got tapes on.
Dude.
But when I tell you he done parlay to check out the NFL, for
2 straight guaranteed contracts. 2 straight guaranteed contracts. All dollars and cents went to him.
When I tell you, he didn't ride the train with no gun. He didn't ride the train while it was moving with no gun, no nothing. I just, oh my goodness, that is, Kirk Cousins he make my blood boil.
Hey, Ness say Cousins hot garbage right now. You better believe it. Hot.
He said what?
He say Cousins hot garbage. Yeah,
garbage truck juice.
Yes. So Cook need to get it in gear too. Dalvin Cook, come on. Dalvin Cook running against 8-9 man fronts because Kirk. They say the only receiver Kirk trusts is Adam Thielen. And so, how how much do you think Kirk played a role in Stephon Diggs not wanting to be in Minnesota? It's not really talked about, but I bet he played a big role in Stephon Diggs not wanting to be in Minnesota anymore.
I tell you what, I like Cook, and I just think I like Cook. I ain't gonna say what I think. I like Cook. I wish he was somewhere different.
Made him by the hype. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Jakari? What's up, Cordell? Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
but no. But did you hear what I asked? How much do you think Kirk Cousins played a role in Stephon Diggs not wanting to be in Minnesota anymore?
Oh, I thought I answered that. I thought that was the reason he left.
Oh, that's the reason he left. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the reason he left. I think he wanted.
I think so too.
I mean, look at him. He over there doing his thing.
Yeah. Leighton Diggs Walsh was an awful move, which will shut down Cook. Dude, it's gonna be hard for Cook to run against them 8-9 man fronts now because Kirk Cousins is not he's not that guy, man.
All right, how about
it is what it is.
How about this one? Let's see. We got Bills and the Dolphins.
Bills, Dolphins. We just talked about Josh Allen, and I like what I've seen from him this year.
And
the Dolphins are kind of like the Jags. They're a plucky bunch. You know, it's going to be Jaguars got them Thursday, and Jacksonville needs to win this game. If you want to talk about supposedly maybe making the playoffs and Gardner establishing himself, you have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Right now, we're supposed to beat the Miami Dolphins. We need to beat them.
We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that because I don't know if that's going to be an easy task as some people think it is. But
no, I don't think so either.
First off, I don't like I don't like the Bills' defense. That's the bigger picture for me. I think the Bills had a legitimate shot of beating everybody this year for the East. I thought they had a legitimate shot to take over the East. I really did.
Yeah.
The defense.
That Stephon was nasty, Jakar.
Listen,
sure.
The defense scares me. It doesn't scare me. It's a suspect. I think
it's not what it has been.
Yeah, I think that defense is suspect.
Yeah, since I've been watching the Bills, and because they had their team mirrored Jaguars' team, and so when we beat them in that playoff game, I was relieved because I knew what their defense was. Since 2016, the Bill has been building that defense, and they've been really good for the last 4 years. This year, it seems like they have taken a step back.
Well,
probably because a lot of
I thought it was last year that they started taking it back. This year, it's getting exposed.
Guys getting older too.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Yeah, guys have gotten older.
A lot of it has to do with scheme.
Yeah.
49ers and the Jets. I don't think the Jets are going to win a game.
They look.
But the 49ers pretty much.
They might be done.
I don't like Kyle Shanahan as a coach. I don't think he can coach. That's first and foremost.
Really?
Yeah, I think him and his father single-handedly ended RG3's career. That's what I believe. That's my.
I will put Snyder in that too. Snyder's a part of that too.
I think they ended that boy's career. But I will say this: I think he gonna get exposed as a coach, but he gonna get a pass because, I mean, half your damn team out for the season.
Sherman hurt. Mostert hurt.
Bosa
hurt. Yeah, Bosa's gone.
Bosa
Garoppolo. Yeah, Bosa tore his ACL.
No. I know I thought you said Mostert.
Yeah, he sprained his MCL.
Raheem
Mostert sprained his MCL.
He was running. Yeah, he probably did sprain.
Man, I saw you live. You did yesterday, and you're right. Shot out of a cannon.
They shot that boy out of. Hey,
the fastest touchdown so far this year. Fastest touchdown they said so far this year. He scored the fastest touchdown. Nobody was putting him up and picking him up and putting him down faster than him.
Man, let me tell you something. The man said,
Ness, you taking Miami over Jacksonville?
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad pick.
Say Jets trash. Yeah, we know Jets trash. And RG3 needs into his career. That's part of it.
Nah, I don't think so. I think they rushed him back too early. But then I
Look
also
at
think that
Ness so silly, man.
hey, you know, Ness hey man, I need you to stop by the office too. I got something for you, Ness. Cause you filled out your application last year. Hey,
Yeah.
He filled out his application to come on board last year. So I got something for him.
Terrible. Don't you do it, Ness. Don't do
what
it.
You mean? Man,
Don't
look here, man.
it.
You can't look. If you look at all the Ravens that should have been Jaguars, then you might as well just say that could have been your team. J.K. Dobbins was available. Nobody took him. We got him in the second round.
I don't even want to dwell on it, man. Let's move on, man.
Let's move on. Rams versus the Eagles. I already told y'all how I feel about Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goff is another one. They got a lot of money for nothing.
Jared Goff, yeah. I mean, he's looked better this year, of course.
Well, he's starting to hit throws.
Yeah, he's starting to hit his throws. Tyler Higbee. I picked him up in fantasy.
I did.
Ooh. Yeah, Tyler Higbee. Yeah. For sure. Robert Woods got a bag.
They paid a lot of that.
Yeah, they paid a lot of people. People asking where they getting this money from. They just paid Jalen. You paid Robert Woods. Where you getting this money from?
They betting against the future. I think they lost their window, though. I think they lost their window. I see them. I think they lost their window because their quarterback is not going to be the answer, and they're going to have to address that. And if they stick to their guns, like Philly, the Rams, the Browns, they're going to stick to their guns about those quarterbacks. And I think in the long run, it's going to cost them.
He said, okay, bro, for sure. It's about already done.
Yeah.
He said, I picked up Cup and he balled on the bench. Yeah, Cup balling. Cup is balling. Golf got paid off play action.
A couple of balls now. He fumbled. He fumbled almost as bad as Zeke did.
Yeah, you see what Cordell say? Hey, Cordell, he got paid off play action because the Rams. One of the things about the Rams, and I be forgetting who say stuff, but every time I hear something that I like, I lock it in. Say the Rams are not necessarily a passing team. They are a power run team that parades as a passing team. Motions, crosses. Yeah.
It used to be a passing team.
Yeah. So that's why Gurley was the straw that stirred the drink. I think Malcolm Brown hasn't been bad, man. He's played well. Yeah, the running back for them now. He's played well.
Yeah.
So, but Philly, I don't know, man. Philly's roster, and I think what it is they've gotten older. So now the exposing has come, just like the Bills' defense, because there's no way the Rams in their current state should put a mollywhopping on you.
All right, we got two more to talk about. Because we're not going to talk about the Broncos Steelers because that was some trash.
Man, you almost lost to Jeff Driscoll. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I thought the game was over with when I wasn't a big fan of Drew Lock to begin with, but when he went down, I really thought that game was over with. And for that man to come out there and do that to that defense, I mean, they not. When I look at teams, I look at them compared to my team. Like, could they beat my team? And I don't think they can. So.
Yeah.
Panthers and Bucks.
Brady. I was talking to my mom about Brady. She's like, you think they're gonna be okay? I say, yeah. I say, you don't bet against Brady. I say, until Brady hangs it up and the fat lady has sung her song, I'm not betting against Brady. Now, I don't see them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what we finna have a conversation right now, because I heard you talk that foolishness last week. I heard
you think he done.
I heard. Listen, first off, y'all finna stop disrespecting the Dark Lord of the Sith, Bill Belichick. The man's system works.
Yes, it does.
He's a system quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's a system quarterback. And the system is off. And that's why he's not making these throws. When they first announced that Brady was going to Tampa, my first two words out my mouth was what and why. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Godwin runs a sub 4.
Mm-hmm.
Evans runs a sub 4.
Mm-hmm.
They had the running back over there that ran a sub 4. How is he gonna get them that ball?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
If you go back and watch the first 2 games and look at those passes, except for the open beat coverage passes that are just dropping the dime on them,
Yeah.
look at all the ones that these boys had to come back to the ball. Or the ball was underthrown because they done got down the field faster than expected. Let's put it that way. Brady don't have the arm. He don't have the arm to keep up with them receivers. Look at the touchdown that Mike Evans got this past week. He
had to turn around. He had to turn around.
If he don't turn around and come back to the ball and then go back to the end zone, that's all wide receiver right there.
Right.
He had to make a feet and had to come back to the ball.
Yeah. Jakar, we got us a running back. Fournette had a good game, and he's gonna play well in Tampa Bay, but we got us a running back in Jacksonville, man. Let that go. Tampa Bay, we'll see what Tampa is. Yeah, Fournette dead ball.
If they play within the confines of Arians' offense, I think they're going to be 9. They was 8-8 last year. They're going to be 9-7.
I give them 10 games. I give them 10 games. I give them 10 wins. I got to look at the schedule again, but I'm gonna give them 10 wins.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let me help you out. That's what this is. This is sports. This is a sports show, right?
Yeah.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out real quick.
See, then we got the last one is Seahawks Patriots, right?
Yeah, because we're not talking about the Ravens and we're not talking about the Jaguars. You gotta play. Okay, listen. Let's just go right here. You gotta play. You played the Saints and you lost. Mm-hmm. This is the Bucs schedule. Who said playoffs? Oh my goodness. Okay. You beat the Panthers. Your next game is against the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
At the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play a streaky Trubisky.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Packers, the Raiders, the Saints, and the Giants. I'm going to give you the Giants. I don't think you're going to beat the Packers.
No.
I don't think you're going to beat the Saints.
No.
And I really don't think you're going to beat the Raiders, though.
The Raiders?
Yeah.
I give them the Raiders.
Okay, I'll give you the Raiders. I give them the Raiders. Your next game is the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs.
Yes. Ooh.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
And the Falcons going to lay down for you.
Yeah.
And
twice.
Wait a minute. And the Lions. They might. I ain't going to lie because I can see them winning.
I can see. I can see them getting 1 or 2.
The Lions. The Vikings game.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them winning that Panthers game again.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them beating the Giants.
Right.
That's 5 wins right there. How many wins they already got?
1.
Okay, so that gives them 6 wins.
6 wins.
Right now, 6 wins.
I'm gonna stick to 10 wins. I'll say 10.
How you gonna get them 10? That means you think they're gonna beat the Packers and the Chiefs? Or
they're gonna get somebody they probably not supposed to get. It's gonna happen, man. It just happens. And then it just happens. I'm just saying.
I think that got more to do with your love for Brady than remember we was talking about this earlier today. How I feel about the Ravens.
I have a respect for Brady. I don't have a love. Now I have a love for Bill Belichick though, because I think he's a great coach, and I would love to just go up there and spend time and up under him and coach at New England. Like I just love to be a part of that staff.
Tomorrow, listen. If Bill Belichick called me tomorrow and said, I need a coach to manage the equipment team,
I'm there.
I'd do it for free if he let me wear my Ravens uniform.
I'm there. I'm on the plane. I'm getting my stuff together. hey, y'all come, hey, my sister, brother, hey, I'm gonna give y'all the key to the place. Y'all come check on it. Y'all stay, do whatever. I'm gonna be in New England until I ain't in New England no more.
I don't know if I'd be there that long. I would be there just long enough for the Ravens to take a notice and be like, "Hey, come on home, man," and then I go.
Well, oh yeah. As soon as the Jaguars say, "Hey, come do what you doing there, come do that here," I'll do it.
My retirement job would be to be an equipment manager for the Ravens. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
Speaking of the Patriots, Cam Newton looks good. How in the world did they allow Bill Belichick to get Cam Newton? How? They say somebody should be arrested.
That's a whole nother ball game of why they got him, but I digress from that because I don't want to get off on no tangent about that. But I still say the same reason why they won is the same reason why they look good is the same reason why they lost.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see something that was crazy? Somebody put up an infographic today. The Patriots had 466.
Cam had 397 or something crazy like that.
No, 444.
He had 444. That's 397 passing he had.
Yeah. He had 490. He had 444
of the 466
out of 466.
What?
And you
I didn't know that. They called the wrong play on the goal line. There's no way I'm calling that play on the goal line. They know it's coming. They know it's coming.
Even if you play Madden, everybody know what play to call at that particular juncture. Even if you play Madden, you know what to call. It's a slant.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Yeah.
But losers talk about details. Winners talk about nothing. It's just facts.
Yeah. And then even if you're not comfortable with any of those receivers with slants, which Edelman could run the slant and run it well. Dude, I would have
N'Keal Harry can run the slant.
N'Keal Harry, yeah. Dude, you know what I would have did?
Both the running backs faked it.
I would have faked it. Cam does a good job of acting like he's gonna run to the line. He stops, jump up, over the top.
This would have been my play call. I would have spread them out to force them to go one-on-one. I would have put Cam in the shotgun. I would have spread them out because they were actually on like the 2-yard line or the 3-yard line. They were actually like on the 3-yard line. I would have spreaded them out. I would have spread that defense out.
Mm-hmm.
Made them make a commitment to cover everybody. And if they did, Cam could make the lane any way he wants to at that point.
Right.
That's
you had a guy come in off the bench and play it textbook. First defender, take out the blocker. You take out the blocker, you disrupt the entire play. Take out the blocker, Cam went airborne.
Yeah, that's coaching 101 right there.
That's it.
I don't know what that was about. That was coaching 101.
That's Pee-wee. That's Pee-wee football. Take out the lead blocker.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the ball is going. When you see wherever the block is going, that's where the ball going. Oh, yeah. So before we get out of here, we've been in here about an hour already.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know it, dude. It go by, dude. That's why I love doing this, man. This is not work. This is all leisure right here. This is not work.
Exactly. This ain't work.
This ain't work. This ain't work at all.
About stuff because we do got the game get ready to come on too.
Yeah, game get ready to come on. Yeah, so now we're gonna transition. Did you watch Lakers Nuggets? Did you watch any of it? No, you didn't. Oh, come on. Tebow jump pass. Yeah, Jakari. I would have did a jump pass on the goal line. I would have did anything but what they did. Yeah, Ness, it was predictable. I would have went old school.
I already know what's going to happen this year, so it don't need me watching no basketball.
Oh, yeah, Brian about to win the fourth. Yeah, Brian about to win his fourth. I mean, once the Clippers got put out.
So you're going to be 4 for 10?
4 for 10? Yeah, he's going to be 4 for 10.
I mean, you 3 for 9 right now. So you're going to be. So I'm going to have to rename y'all from the 3-6 Mafia to the 4-10. I got to come up with another name for y'all now. Because I've been calling you out 6 months.
Hey, call him what you want to call him. Call him because GOAT James has been, is, will forever be that guy. I'm just saying, Kurt. I'm just saying. But Anthony Davis he's like that. Charles Barkley has been very critical of him, and he has disappeared in some fourth quarters. And they say that he's just a nice guy. He don't have that dog in it. He just don't have it. He's unguardable. Nobody can guard him, but he just doesn't have that killer instinct. It looked like a lot of killer instinct last night because he took.
Charles is always going to take whatever side is controversial. That's just Charles.
Of course, that's Chuck.
Yeah, that's Chuck.
That's Chuck. That's Chuck.
But I'm not gonna get into it because it's gonna sound like I'm hating or bashing on Bron. I like LeBron. I do like LeBron. He just
Jakari, GOAT. He's my GOAT. Hey, if you're older, most likely you're a Jordan guy. Jordan is your GOAT. But I'm 32. It's LeBron James.
Skip.
Skip.
Skip. That was perfect. Sorry.
Hey, Jakar, that's not what he said, Skip. That's not what he said.
Hey, I haven't watched. I'm not NBA bound.
Not NBA bound.
I'm looking forward to several games this week, and I'll leave it like this. I want to watch what the Gators do against Mississippi State.
I want to see that.
Because their fans have been real reckless.
They have been.
They've been real reckless, and it's hard to be. They reckless. The Gator fans reckless. Period. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And then
no-ness.
I want to see that man. No, LeBron ain't no GOAT, man. What?
Heat Nuggets finals. Ha! Harrison, really? Man, the Nuggets are not beating LA. That was all they had in the tank last night. They had to get that game last night. I
do think that the Heat could slap the Lakers down because they could maximize some matchups. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, their offense comes from it's spread out. It's spread out. They don't rely on Jimmy Butler to score 40. I mean, everybody can shoot. They were
what's
second. Jimmy Butler.
I'm sorry. What's his name again?
You mean Jimmy Buckets?
Yeah, that's him.
Jimmy,
that's him.
Jimmy, yeah, I know. Yeah. I
don't
love
be
disrespectful.
Don't say talk about some GOAT James if you ain't gonna say Jimmy Buckets. Now, don't do that.
I like Jimmy Buckets, man. When he went to Miami, and I said, look out for Miami. I already knew what time it was because he's that guy. He got Derrick Rose in his feelings while they were in Chicago because he became a better player than Derrick Rose while they were in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's partly because of injury too to Derrick Rose, but it is what it is.
So I'm going to be very transparent. I haven't been watching basketball for one reason. My player ain't played this year. So my guy, Kevin Durant, ain't been playing. So
Kevin Durant, yeah. Let's see. Murray ain't trying to go home. Murray might not be. Nuggets finna come back. Dude, Nuggets ain't coming back, Harrison. The Nuggets are not coming back. Dude, they're out of gas, man. I'm telling you, the wind is out of the sails.
Brad, look what Sco just wrote.
D-Rose going to the Clips. What'd he say? My take on NBA is going. Sco, stop this, Sco. You're supposed to be on my side.
Hey,
you're supposed to be on my side.
Now, this is a friendly wager. Me and you, friendly wager. I'm going.
Harrison. I can't see it. Man, come on.
He can't see what?
I don't know. I guess he can't see nobody.
Hey, man, tag whoever Harrison Prime is. Tag him. Tell him I got lunch for him if he think he gonna beat us.
Okay.
If he think he can touch these Ravens, I got lunch for him. I tell him I got lunch. It could be a one-sided bet. I don't even want this. I'm so confident. I'm gonna put up lunch. I'll pay you lunch if you beat us. You come look for me. I'm at downtown campus now. You come look for me. I'll buy you lunch. I like Miami. I like Miami this week on Thursday.
Like Miami? Okay.
Your secondary got exposed. And the reason why I say that is because Fitzpatrick, if he can't do nothing else, he can sling that ball over 15 yards.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he can.
Y'all can't. I don't think you're gonna be able to send them blitzes at him like that unless you can blitz with the linebacker.
Yeah.
But then I'm not a big fan of the Miami's running back Howard. I'm not a fan of him. If they would have kept Kenyon Drake, and then Kenyon Drake is over there in Arizona with no line.
But I feel that, but it's gonna be a close game because Gardner is gonna cut up that secondary. I just feel it. You got Xavier Howard and Byron Jones. Yeah, that's cool and all. But if you can't get to him, he's going. Dude, we got so many options now. It's not just DJ Chark, and so
we had a lapse in judgment. First off, I would be remiss if I did not give a shout out to DJ Metcalf.
DJ Metcalf?
He manhandled Gilmore.
He did.
Listen here, Gilmore. You're going to have to get in the gym. There's a lot of things in his life that you want, but messing with that young man ain't one of them. In that game last night,
he had Gilly in his feelings.
Man,
especially when he went to the sideline. They got in the side. They went to the sideline. He had Gilmore in his feelings.
DK is a beast.
He is.
I'm like,
he is.
Gilmore, who is you trying to prove something to, man? You finna get shook. Yeah, that almost like when Andre Johnson jumped on Courtney Finnegan. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember that. Like it was yesterday.
Rest in peace to your to all your ego.
Yeah. Yeah, DK strong, man. Say Cam need a true receiver. Yeah, all they got is Edelman up there. N'Keal Harry isn't, that guy right now. So
he don't have a number one. I've said that. We were talking about that last night. I don't think he has a number one receiver, and he has a bunch of glorified slot receivers out there playing number one right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing he had in Carolina. So he's used to it.
He had Smith. No,
what 2 years? That's it. The rest of the time you had the likes of
2 years.
Yeah, the rest of the time you had Ted Ginn, Kelvin Benjamin. Now Greg Olsen was good. But Devin Funches, dude, nobody outside of Smith and Olsen, the receivers weren't that good.
That's true.
Yeah.
But Smith and Olsen all you need.
Titans win the South. I can see the Titans win the South. Titans are like the best put together team in the South right now. Although Sunday, if Jadeveon Clowney gets called for lining up off sides, we might be talking a different tune, Harrison Prime. And if Drew Lock, if Jeff Driscoll completes that drive to come back and beat Pittsburgh, you feeling a totally different way today, Harrison Prime.
Don't worry about
saying.
Don't worry about
I'm just saying.
We got you covered on Pittsburgh.
I feel that. Go Ravens when it comes to Pittsburgh, for sure. Because Lamar is my guy. I'm sorry.
Now we do play you, so I'm gonna come back on your show I'm
ready. I'm ready.
December. I'm coming back on in December, and I need you you healed out. What size shirt you wear?
What size shirt I wear?
Yeah.
Well, this is let's see. Well, I'm losing weight, so you know what I'm saying. But this is about a 4. About a 4. Hey,
because this is gonna be my deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
Jags versus Ravens. You got to wear a Raven shirt.
You got to wear a Raven shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna provide it, and I'm taking pictures.
Okay, that's fine.
Me and Sko gonna meet up with you. We gonna take pictures. We gotta take pictures.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
if Jaguars win, I gotta see you in some Jag gear, son. Gotta see you in some Jag gear, dog. Because I'll put the Raven gear on if we lose. I gotta see you in some Jag gear. I gotta take pictures too. Matter of fact, I'll put you on the True Definition of Sports Fanatic page, bud. Straight up. Yes, sir. So
I take that back.
Yeah.
I used to be a little timid about that kind of stuff because I don't wear nobody else's jerseys, but I don't think my team gonna let me.
You don't think they're gonna lose? So you confident? The ultimate confidence for sure.
No, matter of fact, I'm gonna give Demetrius a call when I get off the phone with you and tell him what time it is.
3-0, my Steelers will be. Man, get out of here, man.
Who do they play next?
Who do they play next? Who they playing? They playing Grand Park. They playing Sweetwater.
I heard y'all playing the Mixing Town Mighty Mites.
He say, so hey, Ravens win the Super Bowl real time. Okay, hey.
Oh, this year I think they will. I think they got enough pieces. They got enough pieces this year.
I miss Calais. I do miss Calais.
I love him. Thank y'all. We appreciate you, Jags.
I know.
Jags,
I know.
We appreciate you for Calais. Your GM was he was number one that day. Your GM was a dude that day when he made that one. And they found out they offered Calais more money to go somewhere else.
Yep.
Calais said, I want to win. I saw the interview.
Say, long as we beat y'all, I'm good.
Who is y'all?
I don't know. He talking about the Jaguars or the Ravens? I guess he talking about the Ravens. Got to be talking about the Ravens.
We own the North. We own the North.
Yeah.
You've never beaten. You know what? The Steelers have never beaten Lamar Jackson. And y'all can't even beat RG3 because he beat y'all last year. Lamar was on the bench.
That is true.
Lamar was on the bench. I ain't want to bring that out, Mr. Harrison.
Dang.
Huh?
I already know what he's going to say, though. We were without, Ben Roethlisberger. A lot of guys was hurt, this, and the third. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Do you know why Ben Roethlisberger is playing for them? Do you know why he's their starting quarterback?
Why?
Bart Scott.
Bart Scott?
Bart Scott is the reason why Ben Roethlisberger is the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Slapped fire out of Tommy Maddox.
Yeah.
And he came in.
Oh, Harrison say that he want Hardee's for lunch.
What do you say? How many rings we got?
Got 2 rings.
Man, okay, so 2 things. Let me explain something to him. We got 2 rings in this decade. Don't talk to me about none of them Super Bowls y'all won on the History Channel.
Yeah.
Okay? When Terry Bradshaw admitted he was on roids the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What about the year before that? Who you had then? Because we had Lamar. Yeah. Now, who you had then? Come on, man. Y'all got 2 rings without... Listen, if you're not talking about the ones in the 70s, before I was born and before you was born, then you got to be talking about... Didn't y'all lose? Because the Ravens have never lost a Super Bowl. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, they lost to the Packers.
They lost to the Packers and the Cowboys.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. The most recent.
They had Slash.
Yeah, Cordell.
Yeah, they had Court.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at Nesco talking about Casper.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We know.
The kids.
We know the truth. That's what a totally different podcast.
Yeah, it's a whole
even
podcast. This is even not playing it hard. We get greasy. That if we talk about that cat, we got to be able to get greasy.
Even I, who has never worked there, was a student there for short term, was never there on a full-time basis, know what went down. So let's just let's say that for another podcast right there. Yeah.
Hey man, it's been a pleasure being with you today. I wish your show
man.
I'm gonna watch football and finish up a little bit of this work, and then
yes, sir.
Rumble.
Tell the people where they can find you at.
Well, I don't want to put that out there yet because we haven't decided a format. We haven't decided a platform yet.
Platform yet? Okay. No, so when I have you back on, I
have platforms for you. I have
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. You got a project coming up, and you still got it in the works. But I have you back on to talk about it, and I will be on for sure. But remember, find me. Remember, find me on YouTube, True Definition of Sports Fanatic, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all those things. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter,
logo, man.
Facebook.
You gotta get your logo so we can you gotta get a logo out there so we can put it all up.
Oh no, I got a podcast art for the True Definition of a Sports Fanatic, and I also got one for Brandon's Debatable Sports Take, which I do with the 21st Men. I have those 5-minute spots. Remember I talked about HBCUs, I talked about the national anthem. I just did one where I talked about the protest when the leagues pretty much shut down due to protests. And I just interviewed James Coleman, former Noel. I did a 2-parter with him this past Tuesday. So that'll be out in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, it's been great. It's been great, man. I can't wait to have you back on, man. But y'all, until next time, we'll talk to you guys later, man.
Peace out.